Hello, I'm Devyash Goel. I'm a current PGP student at IIM Bangalore. I came to IIM Bangalore through the GMAT route, where I did not give the CAT exam but instead gave the GMAT. I was enrolled in the General Management program here, as all students are. You not choose your major. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in India, but I grew up mostly outside of India. I did my childhood in Indonesia, then I went to the US for my undergraduate. I worked for 4 years for a medical device company, after which I enrolled into the MBA program here. About the MBA program here, it's a well set, diverse program. There are courses across different streams that you may want to take, and the professors are of really good caliber, and they have very good policies in terms of you want to talk to them. The first year is mostly the core courses. The courses are assigned to you till the third term, and in the second year you can choose your own courses, allowing you to specialize in the field that you want to. As far as the placement opportunities at IIM Bangalore are good. It really helps to know what you want to do, and that way you can really pursue that throughout your first year. It is really important in your first year that you try and put your efforts towards what you want to accomplish. The certain steps that you take, for example, if you're really interested in a finance program, maybe you want to join the finance society, maybe you want to interact with your seniors who had experience in during a finance summer internship, or if you wanted to go in consulting, you want to try and talk to people who were in consulting. As far as the workload can be a bit heavy, especially in the first year. Someone who had been out of the academic arena for a while, I did find the first 2 semesters especially a little bit burdensome, but not unmanageable. If you are astute with your time allotment, I think you will be fine, but it is something to keep in mind. The second year is much better. So to anyone who's thinking if the entire 2 years are bad, I would say no. In second year you can choose your own courses, so you have a little bit more interest towards them, and you don't feel as bad spending time with them. The general environment, if you haven't lived in India for a while, or this is your first time, it definitely is a bit of change of pace. But I will say one thing: IIM Bangalore is like a cocoon within India. Yes, you will be in India. Yes, you will be in Bangalore. But this beautiful campus really sort of surrounds you and keeps you away from some of the harsh realities of life. Life is just so much easier here. From your room to your classes to mess, pretty much everything is taken care of, and there's really not so much for you to think about in terms of day-to-day hassles, except maybe your studies and how you're going to have fun in the evening, which is not that difficult as well. In terms of the student mix I would say is not the most diverse student mix. Over 90% of them are engineers. Most of them have come from very strong engineering professional work backgrounds. Obviously there are a few people who might have worked in in the financial services, so that does lead to little monotonous class class participation component. Basically discussions can sort of head in the same direction very often, but still people here are just so intellectually smart that even if they were not in a particular field, they would read up on it, and they would just have so much interest in that field that they can participate from that perspective. So that's been good. As far as the class pedagogy, it varies from professor to professor and from course to course, but I would say that using cases, the standard cases around the world, Harvard Business School cases, and cases from here and there, those are used in a lot of classes, while some other classes professors prefer to use the traditional transfer of knowledge method, where basically they teach you on a board, they have books and they have slides. Overall it is good. The use of technology, I would say, is really, I would say it's very good. We do have a central Moodle system where professors very often will post their slides or they will mail them out. As far as the homework again, both 2 kinds of homework: individual homeworks, group homeworks, and different goals that they're trying to accomplish with them. But in all, manageable. If you have a good friend of people, I think you will be fine with them.
Hi, my name is Abhijit, and I'm here to tell you about the PGB course at IIM Bangalore. I completed my computer engineering from Mumbai University, and I've worked for 5 years in the BFSI sector before I commenced my course at IIM Bangalore. The reason I picked IIM Bangalore is because of the ROI factor and because of the holisticness of the course that's available here. The first year of the course starts with core subjects, which are over the first 2 trimesters, and after that we shift to having more and more electives. Although it's called a general management course, there is an opportunity for you to pick subjects from various specific verticals, and that's how you can just focus on one vertical or a couple of verticals, or just make it a general management course as you like it. About the faculty, it is one of the best faculty that you'll find all across India and in fact all across the globe. These are people who have worked for 15, 20, 25 years in the industry, have current industrial knowledge, who work as a consultant apart from teaching while the courses are going on. So these people have the current up-to-date industry knowledge at all times. About the students, it's a good mix of students. There are people from commerce background, there are a majority of them are from the engineering background. People also come from overseas like me and few of my friends here. So it's a good mix of people who come here, and the learning is more holistic because of that. About the use of technology, this is one of the most technologically enabled campuses I've seen across the globe. I've stayed in Singapore for a few years. I've visited the colleges there and US and other places, and I feel it is at par, if not better than these in terms of technology. Everyone, like right from the professors to the administration, everyone uses technology to pass across their messages, to communicate. Students work on presentations, work on sharing information over the internet. The campus here is very good. It's about 100 acres large with at least 60 to 70% covered in greenery. So it's very beautiful that way. Overall, my experience has been very good. In terms of the opportunities before the final graduation, in the summer internships, I wanted to try out consulting, and I got an opportunity there, and I worked in a enterprise risk consulting role. After that, I thought that maybe consulting is not right for me, so I made a shift to a business development role, and in the final placements I again got an opportunity for an overseas offer in a business development role. So the opportunities are plenty. You can choose what you want to do. You get enough time. You have 2 years to decide what you really want to do. The investment is not as high as it would be if you do an MBA from somewhere abroad. So overall, I find it's one of the best courses and one of the best choices you can have for your MBA. Thank you.
My name is Sanjana Basu, and I am a first-year student in the Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. I did my undergraduate studies in the US with a focus in economics and international relations. Throughout my education, I've been extremely passionate about economic growth and development. After a very satisfying 4 years in the US liberal arts education system, I decided I needed to come back and take advantage of India's premier business schools MBA programs so that I can effectively combine market dynamics with social change and social impact. I think those of us who have had the experience of an education abroad are uniquely positioned if we get an education in India, because we can combine the breadth of knowledge acquired through an outside education with the depth of the knowledge one gets in India's premier institute. I think students who have the experience of an education abroad are uniquely positioned if they get an MBA education in the Indian Institutes of Management, because you are able to combine the breadth of knowledge acquired in the foreign education systems with the depth and rigor of the education system in India. Finally, and most importantly, I think the education at IIM Bangalore will make me an effective contributor to the global economy for 3 main reasons. First of all, the rigor that it enforces in you, combined with any meritocratic system that you go into after college, is a recipe for success. Second is the focus on teamwork, which really allows you to learn how to deal and manage different people. And third is the focus and the culture on extracurricular activities, which develops you into a holistic person. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rahul Singh. Before I came to IIM Bangalore to study, I was working for 3 years in the banking industry. And prior to that, I was studying at Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. So while I was working, I was hearing a lot about the growth in the emerging markets, and I was really curious as to what was exactly happening and what was driving this growth. In my opinion, there was no better way of understanding this growth than immersing myself in one such economy. Hence, I came to India to study. Once the decision to come to India was made, Bangalore was a natural choice because it is not only the IT capital of India, but it is also the entrepreneurship hub of the country. When I came to IIM Bangalore, I was pleasantly surprised by the greenery on campus, and there was another surprise waiting for me. It was the academic rigor. Perhaps I was not so well prepared for this. There are 33 courses in the PGP program of IIM Bangalore, Each course has 30 hours of classroom time, and then one is expected to spend 3 times that amount outside the classroom in projects and assignment. I believe this is where the real learning happens, because it is in the group that you get to hear diverse ideas and viewpoint, and you have to bring across your own ideas in a manner which is effective and efficient. Every student in the PGP program of IIM Bangalore undergoes a 2 months of internship during the summer. This internship could be in as diverse fields such as consulting or finance or NGO or even a startup. This internship is really useful because it gives us the flavor of the corporate world. I would recommend IIM Bangalore to anybody who wants to study in an intellectually stimulating environment. Please come down and study at IIM Bangalore.